بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين أما بعد إخوة الإسلام يا عباد الله, I will be taking a look at the misguided phrase and or statement, money is the root to all evil. Money is the root to all evil. Now, first and foremost, when addressing this particular subject matter, it's important for us to remember and recognize that evil is an aspect of creation. It's an aspect of creation. Thus, it was created by Allah. Yes, Allah created evil. And in Surah Al-Falaq, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala clearly expresses this. In the second verse, min sharri ma khalaq. Yani after Allah states the first verse, Qul a'udhu bi rabbil falaq min sharri ma khalaq. Allah states, say, giving the verbal command to the Prophet, I seek refuge in the Lord of the dawn. And thereafter he states, from the evil that he has created. From the evil that he has created. So evil in reality is an aspect of creation, and all of this creation was brought into existence by Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. That's the first point. Secondly, evil was created out of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala's wisdom, as Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala created things in pairs. And so just like he created good, he also created evil. The proof of this is the statement of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala in Surah Al-Dhariyat, verse 49, where Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, he states, وَمِن كُلِّ شَيْءٍ خَلَقْنَا زَوْجَيْنِ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَذَكَّرُونَ. And from every single thing we have created in pairs, so that perhaps you may remember. Ibn Kathir, in his tafsir to this ayah, he states concerning the verse, وَمِن كُلِّ شَيْءٍ خَلَقْنَا زَوْجَيْنِ, and from everything we have created in pairs, جَمِيعَ الْمَغْلُقَاتِ أَزْوَاجٍ, all of the creation are in pairs. سَمَاء وَأَرْض, the heavens and the earth. وَلَيْلْ وَالنَّهَارِ, the night and the day. وَشَمْس وَقَمَرْ, the sun and the moon. وَبِرْ وَبَحْرْ, land and sea. وَضِيَاء وَظُلَّامْ, sunlight or sunshine and darkness. Iman and kufr. Maut wa hayat, life and death. Wretchedness, or being in a wretched state and being happy or in a state of bliss. Jannah and nar, paradise and the hellfire. And he states even the animals and plant life. Everything is in pairs. And everything is created in pairs out of wisdom from Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, as this is from Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala's al-hukm al-kawniyya, his cosmic rulings. And there is a great purpose behind these things. There's a great purpose, there's a great reason. As Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, he informs us in Surah Al-Mulk, verse 2, or the second verse, الَّذِي خَلَقَ الْمَوْتَ وَالْحَيَاةَ لِيَبْلُوَكُمْ أَيُّكُمْ أَحْسَنُ عَمَلًا. He who has created death and life, testing you all as to who is best in actions. And in Surah Al-Kahf, verse 7, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, he teaches us, إِنَّا جَعَلْنَا مَا عَلَى الْأَرْضِ زِينَةً لَهَا لِيَبْلُوَهُمْ أَيُّهُمْ أَحْسَنُ عَمَلًا. He states that indeed we have placed whatsoever is upon the earth as a decoration or an adornment or beautification for it. in order to test them, yani mankind, as to who is best in action. As to who is best in action. The point is that the purpose for creating good and evil is for this great purpose. Is for this great purpose. And so the reality is, when looking at evil in and of itself, that evil is not something, or excuse me, it's something that is created, and it is something, and it is from the rulings, the wise rulings of Allah, yani as it relates to the universe, His cosmic rulings. Now, when we go back to money itself, then money is an object, an inanimate object, dollars or whatever the type of money that a person is using, from either gold or silver, or paperback money like dollars and whatever other currency, Saudi riyals or Kuwaiti dinars, and thus forth and so on. These things are inanimate objects. They don't do anything. They don't do anything. They don't whisper to anybody. They don't entice anyone. They have no control over anything. On the contrary, like I stated, money is nothing more than a utility in reality. When they say money is the root to all evil, incorrect. What is correct is that money is a utility or a tool used by human beings to be able to achieve a goal. So, for example, if a person wants electricity in his home, then he has to call the electric company. And most likely he has to put a down payment down before service can be rendered. And that's what the money is being used for. It's a means, as it relates to this example, a means for him to receive the service of electricity in his home. It's a tool, it's a means to achieve something. Money doesn't do anything. And I want to read the statements, or a statement of Sheikh Muhammad al-Imam from this book, Zelle was-Sigar ala man qabila min al-Muslimin musa'adat al-Kufar, where he says a very simple statement, but profound. He says, لقد هدى الله المؤمنين إلى استخدام المال فجعلوه مفتاح خير ومغلق شر. He states that undoubtedly Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala has guided the believers to the usage of money. Thus, they make it a key to good and a door or a lock to evil. بل جعلوه لإقامة الإسلام وإصلاح الدنيا. He states, furthermore, they use it, they make it a means to establish Islam and to rectify the dunya. And he continues, and likewise they wage war with it against falsehood and its people, and they protect the truth and its people by way of it, by way of money. So all of this, as what Sheikh Muhammad al-Imam stated, money is nothing more than a tool. If it's given to a righteous and upright person, then he uses it to establish things that are considered to be as beneficial for the society. If it is held by an evil person, then that person is going to most likely spend that money in order to achieve evil. If it is held by an ignorant person, well, a fool and money are soon parted, as the expression goes. A fool and money are soon parted. The point is that money in and of itself doesn't do anything. Money doesn't whisper. Money isn't a doer of any action. On the contrary, the possessor of money, whether he be ignorant or intelligent, the possessor of money uses money in whatever for whatever means that he chooses. As for the believer, then the believer uses money in order to benefit the society. How many verses within the text of the Quran and the Sunnah, encourage with giving charity, encourage with helping the needy, encourage with relieving hardships from people by way of one's wealth. That's how the righteous individual is going to spend that money. As for the evil individual, then he's going to spend that money that propels evil, that progresses evil, evil goals, evil intents, and thus forth and so on. But money itself, money doesn't do a thing. Money isn't sitting around whispering to somebody to be corrupt or to do corrupt acts. On the contrary, this is the job or the duty of the shaitan. This is what he does. In Surah Ibrahim, verse 22, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, he reminds us, he states, وَقَالَ الشَّيْطَانِ لَمَّا قُضِيَ الْأَمْرِ إِنَّ اللَّهَ وَعَدَكُمْ وَعَدَ الْحَقِّ وَوَعَدْتُكُمْ فَأَخْلَفْتُكُمْ. He states that the shaitan says, Allah quotes the statement, states, and the shaitan will say when the affair has been concluded, on Yawm al-Qiyamah, indeed Allah promised you all with a truthful promise, and I promised you all and I broke my promise. وَمَا كَانَ لِيَ عَلَيْكُمْ مِنْ سُلْطَانٍ إِلَّا أَنْ دَعَوْتُكُمْ فَاسْتَجَبْتُمْ لِي. And then he continues, Allah is telling us that he will say, and I had no authority over you all, except that I called you, I invited you, or I enticed you all, and you responded. You responded to the call. فَلَا تَلُومُونِي وَلُومُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ. So do not blame me, but blame yourselves. To the end of the verse. To the end of the verse. So the only one that entices, and encourages with evil is the shaitan. Is the shaitan. But yet and still, when it comes to evil, evil is created by Allah. And for the purpose that we stated previously, everything in this creation is created by Allah. Even our own actions. Our actions are created by Allah. So at any rate, this is the reason why the statement is a false statement. Money is the root of all evil. No, this is incorrect. On the contrary, what is true is that money is a utility, it's a tool used to accomplish something. It is a means to accomplish something. But it itself is not a doer of anything, for it to be said that it's the root of this or that. And Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala knows best. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.